Alright, what's up? How about another Overwatch video? Apparently I've just decided to make a bunch of videos all at once because, you know what, it's been a long time and I felt like it. It's one of those things where, generally with Overwatch, whenever my girlfriend likes to watch me play, which now that I've gotten her into the game, it's more that she wants to watch me play so that way I get frustrated, leave, and she can play instead. But now that, or whenever she doesn't watch me play, it's when I generally have my best games, and I feel that's a bit unfair to her, because she generally sees me when I'm at my worst. So I've decided to record these videos so that way she can see, hey, you know what, I can actually play this game. I know she knows that I can play this game. Either way, off topic. We're playing this week's Brawl, which is arcade. I believe this is the second time they've done this Brawl, but I've never played it before because I've only been playing Overwatch for maybe a month now, I believe. Basics of arcade, you have double the health, you have abilities recharge faster. I don't remember volts charge faster, I think they do. Interesting thing about this though is playing as D.Va, the rockets are amazing to use because they're basically on no cooldown whatsoever. But her automatic shotguns deal next to no damage to anything. And that's especially frustrating considering that everybody has double the health of what they normally do. So thankfully my team, I don't know if this is, well, okay. Before I explain the team comp real fast, I should explain this is our second game playing with these people. The first game we were defending and we denied them the first point all the way through. So while we were sitting in the waiting room, we were thinking, oh, you know, maybe it's just that hard. Maybe getting it is going to be difficult to do. Because here I am still pretty close to max health. That Lucio's putting in a lot of work. And if you're going to play this arcade, that's one thing I would recommend is no matter what team comp you go for, you need a Lucio. They go ahead for the ult, so I trace down her D.Va. She gets her mech because I just can't kill her. Lucio tips the team battle in our favor because it's one of those things when you have double health and then you get sound barrier on top of that, you're pretty close to untouchable. Also, it doesn't help that we had Soldier giving us pocket heals to boost Lucio's healing. It's almost like having another healer on the team. But it's the kind of thing that we noticed with the Brawl where if you can get that first point and push the payload, you more or less have the game, because as long as you keep the payload moving, that's all you need to do. The enemy team went double Tracer, which I can understand the appeal for it. You get a Tracer who can ult very frequently, and not only that, but her blinks recharge so fast that she's so hard to hit. It's really hard to beat, but it's also the kind of thing where even with double health, she only has about as much health as some of the defense heroes or the smaller tanks. Like I think even I'm not sure who the smallest tank is. I want to say Zarya is with only 400 health, but even then, it's like some of that health is shields. So D.Va, or I don't know why I keep saying D.Va. So Tracer without any shields at 300 health isn't really the strongest thing in the world. She's still very squishy in this Brawl. So we get to the final checkpoint, and here we start to struggle a bit. If anything, this is where we struggled most in the game, because they start switching up their heroes. They switch to, I try to deal... I see the turret, but I want to deal with the Tracer, because she's clearly AFK and deserves to die. I end up dying to the Torbjorn turret because the, I keep saying all the hero names wrong. I know it wasn't McCree, it was the Reaper. That's the other thing that I noticed, they switched to Reaper because Reaper's shotguns will tear through damage like it's nothing. He gets shut down. I somehow live long enough. Roadhog comes in, tries to kill me. I get out of there. I don't want to fight a Roadhog. I see the Torbjorn turret, fly to it. One thing that needs to die. He of course decides to ult, which basically heals his turret, which I call BS. He managed to destroy it, so it's way too much health. He runs away, but somebody manages to kill him at some point, I think. Do the D.Va ult, I try to fly around the point. I basically die at this point. I at least die with an ult. I get a mech to recover. I see the Torbjorn turret, I try to deal with it again. And of course the Reaper shoots me in the back. I at least managed to kill the turret. So ultimately in the end I achieved my goal. I don't know why we have a Widowmaker on the team. Maybe they felt that they could play her now that she had double health. I honestly don't know. Do the D.Va, get into her spam battle with her. Luckily I have a teammate helping me out, taking her from behind. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to kill her. Try to run to the point. Fully prepared to ult into the checkpoint. I see the Riptire and it kills me, sadly. And I'm also sad that my ult didn't do anything. Hear the ults going off. I come up this way because I didn't actually know that this was just a higher vantage point. I thought it was one of those rooms that led to somewhere up on King's Row. At this point I'm just trying to get whatever damage I can to get my ults. I use the healing to my advantage. I hear the Riptire fly away into the enemy spawn, generating nearly enough charge to ult again, but luckily my team manages to deal with them. At this point, we've basically borderline team killed them, so I just go ahead and ult for the sake of celebrating, and it actually manages to kill somebody. You can't really complain about that. So I can't imagine my teammates complaining that, as a result, I managed to play the game, which I did not see coming. So I have to admit, that was one of my favorite plays of the game, because normally I don't manage to emote in time. Yeah, that was a fun arcade. Would definitely play it again. Definitely a lot more fun than the all tanks, or all supports, or all DPS heroes, or whatever, but you know. Alright, hope you all enjoyed. Until next time.